Hey guys, and Samani here with some more A.K.A. Arena. Today we are back with our final faction team, the Mauler team. As you can see, we're on 27-24. This team is farther behind than any other team, so I'm hoping today we can make a lot of progress through Chapter 27, possibly move into Chapter 28. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Mauler team real quick. As you can see, we've started getting 5-star Maulers, which again, they've been a little bit behind. We're still looking for a little more food for Skriath. We will be able to take Skriath to Ascended. Then I believe we're going to move on to Titus. As you can see, we do have 4 Elite Plus copies of Titus. We do have a little bit of food there for Skriath. So hoping we can continue to build some of the Maulers on this team. Maybe get lucky with a couple summons. So overall, we're not going to do the desired summons on this account either. Just for the simple fact, there are a lot of Maulers we still need that we want to build that we can use copies of. And Skriath, with the summons today, we should be able to get them, is what I am really hoping today. So let's go ahead and we will use all of our gems in our bag. Here we do have 2 Elite Hero Soul Stones. Hopefully we get a Mauler, which looks like it's double Light Bear on that one. Out of our rare stones, we have a total of 44 rare stones. So that is a lot of rare heroes and a lot of fodder that we can go ahead and use for this count. So let's go ahead and ascend those up. As you can see, gives us a lot of rare pluses, giving us some elites. There we go, a little more food, even though we didn't get any Mauler food on that poll. All right, so looking here at our wish list, we do have Drez in the wish list, Satrena, Antandra, Inoki, and Skriath. That way we can continue to add stars to them. If we pull any of the other Maulers, we can actually continue to build them as well. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the summons. I believe the Stargazer, we don't have any Stargazers yet, but we do have 2 companion summons here. So again, fingers crossed we get an Elite, which just a couple more rare cards there. And our last pull, 3 more rare cards. So we only have 15,000 diamonds on here, 23 scrolls. We were going for Skriath, but again, we just need food. Last time we pulled enough copies to get him up to Elite, and there is an Elite pull, which is a copy of Pharrell. So very, very powerful Graveborn hero. Even though it is not the hero we're looking for, always good to get another copy of him. We'll also go through all of the off factions. That way we can continue to push the tower on this account, as well as build them up, because we are going to need them. We're still trying to get Nakaruru on all the accounts. This one is 2 pieces short, and it looks like for this account we are completely maxed out, meaning that I have not built heroes in a while. So let's go ahead. I believe that gives us enough food. Let's check out our food status. So we have a Goalless, we have a Spider Queen there, so we'll go ahead with the Spider Queen. Go ahead and make a little bit of room here. So that'll take her to Legendary Plus, which of course gives us the food here for Skriath, which gives us our double copies, and there he is. First time ever seeing him up to Ascended. I actually ascended him on 2 different accounts on the same day, which is absolutely crazy. So now it is going to be Titus's turn. He is going to be the next one to be built. As you see, we still need a lot more food in here to continue to build Titus. 2 more Elite Pluses will be able to get him up to Legendary Plus, then continue from there. So in the Light Bear account, we have an absolute insane amount of food as well. I believe at this point, since we have Rowan, we have Hendrik, we do have Falks. So we're going to get a little bit of food for Falks. Rose, I'm hoping I get another pull. Let's go ahead and pull. I'm hoping we get a Rose as well, because if we can take her to Legendary Plus, I can get her a lot higher. And an Elite right off the bat, which is Oden. So unfortunately, no help on that pull. We still have 2 more pulls here. And it would be nice. There's another Elite. It'd be nice to pull a copy of, not Lorzen, but Lorzen's okay. Still building him, still kind of questionable on the fence. Our last pull there just got 3 more rare cards. We do have 1 on the table, which again, we are completely full. The off actions, we're going to have to go through and rework some of these so we can actually clean them up, make a little bit of room. All right, so the Mauler pool here is another copy of Skriath. Very, very nice. That's how we've been building the heroes. So as we continue to drop them out of the wish list, that even takes Skriath there with that copy up to 1 stars. This is the reason usually at Ascended I will drop them out of the wish list, just for the simple fact that we continue to get copies of them through random pulls through the elite stones. A lot of different options, different pulls through here. So this one we're going to go with Falks. Falks is CC. His confine ability is very, very powerful. If you have not used him for the Lightbearer team, he can absolutely lock down and destroy teams, which again is very, very powerful. So like I was saying, the Lightbearer team have a lot of food here. So we'll go ahead, we will take Falks up to Mythic Plus. We do have double copies, so we'll take him all the way to Ascended, just like that, adding our 4th Ascended hero here. The Maulers, we are good, just waiting for food for Titus or Drez if we get a lot more copies of. The Wilder team, we are still looking for Saurus to go ahead and get him up to Ascended. We do have him there at Mythic Plus. Iran would be nice to get up as well. Namora, a couple more copies. We have 1 copy of Iran there. But again, we don't have any food. We only have 2 Elite Plus Ogies. On the Graveborn side, we do have some Narus right there. Looks like we have enough, more than enough food for a couple here. So let's see who we want to work on. I'm thinking, looking at the lineup we have here, Shamiro, we don't have copies. Oden, we could go ahead and use a couple copies for him. Which I'm thinking we're going to need a tank. Looking at the Nara, Kalthar, Pharrell, Baden, we are going to need a tank out of this team. Which unfortunately we don't have anyone. We don't have Elite Plus copies of Thorin, of Grez, of Damon. So Graveborn will just sit tight because to continue to push the tower, we are going to need a tank essentially to continue with progression. So even if we got Baden up a little bit, might help out slightly, but then we'll always fall back to having to have another tank. For the Celestial Heroes, we do have another copy of, looks like pretty much everyone. So we have Wukong, we have a single copy there, we have Athalia, a single copy, we have Tailene, a single copy, and then we've gotten really, really lucky, as you can see here, with the Hypogens, and then of course the Dimensional, when the Arcane Labyrinth resets. So when this resets in 37 minutes, we will be able to go ahead and get Nakaruru. Right now, I am literally 1 card shy of getting her, or at least I was. Let's see if the summoning helped us out here. I believe I might have been 1 card shy, but with those summons, we might be able to pull this one out. Really hoping we can pick her on each account. Nope, still there. So once the Labyrinth resets, I have 2 days. So once I clean the next one, I should have enough to pick her up, which will be perfect. So that means we'll be able to pick her up on all the accounts. Still have a ton of currency there, which we can actually buy some more stones. We'll save them right now because we are completely maxed out. And you cannot use that many guild coins for Nakaruru, but I'm hoping to pick up some of her gear. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the team. As we said, we got Skriath up to Ascended. He was already at a plus 20 signature item. So overall, Sophia, we already have maxed out. We have maxed out gear, which is awesome. Skreg still have him at a plus 20, plus 27 for Nemitsu. We were focusing on taking him all the way to plus 30, just so we can get the supercharged health totems. Because that actually, the health of the Nemitsu's totems is increased by 100%. So here I believe we do have enough to take him up. 140, so that will take him. The health of Nemitsu's totems are increased by 100%. So I'm really hoping that it's going to make the totems very, very difficult to kill, being completely maxed out. I'm thinking also to put higher gear on him to, again, strengthen the totem so we can actually get a lot of utility out of him. We do have Warwick, which we've kind of benched. He is a warrior. He is continuous damage. Dies super, super quick, which I don't like to see. Verk, since his rework does pretty well, especially with his traps providing crowd control. Kasos is still at a 20, which is where we're going to keep him. Anoki, we've already went to a plus 30, as you can see there. Very, very powerful tank, but outside of his controllability, he does die relatively easy. Then, of course, we have Skriath. Skriath's ability, his plus 30 during a sandstorm, all enemies are dealt 2% of their current health value per second as damage, ignoring all enemy defense, meaning Skriath's priority to go to level 30 or to signature item 30 is very, very high because that ability is phenomenal. So that'll take him to plus 23 at this point. Very, very nice to see. Adds a lot of attack to him because we're already on level 288, which we should be able to get a little bit higher here. I'm hoping at least 290, which it looks like we'll definitely be able to push to 290, probably a little bit past 290. Skriath's furniture as well. We're really, really trying to pull his furniture. Haven't had any luck with it yet, but that brings us to 292, and that's where we will run out of essence. All of the teams are in pretty close proximity of each other. We have 18,000 tokens. So looking here, we are going to build Titus next. So he will stay on the wish list as well as Taylene will stay on the wish list. So if we're getting some red gear, chances of it being a Mauler are 9 out of 10, which a red little twinkle right there gives us a piece for Nemesu. Very, very nice pull for the first one. I'm hoping we turn some lucky red furniture here. Another red little twinkle there. We need a double, which is a single one for K-Sauce. A little more legendary here. Come on, we need some more red mythic furniture. All right, so there's our third. So that's our little red twinkle, which is a copy for Nemesu again. All right, so that is double copies. We have one red card on the table. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. So go ahead, attack and health up quite a bit. But that gives us our 3-piece bonus for Nemesu. Ultimate Voodoo Blessing additionally heals up to 2 summon totems. So not only getting his signature item to plus 30 to increase the totems to 100%, his ultimate will heal totems, which is very strong. That might allow them to go ahead and keep those totems up even longer than we did before. All right, so let's see. We grabbed another piece for K-Sauce as well, which his set bonus, I'm not even sure of. The Almighty Warrior, each living frontline ally increases K-Sauce crit amplification by 25 points when he's positioned in the back line. So essentially they're saying, hey, use him in the back line because front is not going to do anything, but he will do a lot more damage out of the back line, which is always good to see. But as far as our 3 set, so we have our 3 set. We want to put Skriath in here is what we need to do. I don't think we have any pieces for him yet, but finally getting him up to Ascended. We'll drop him in this floor. We'll go ahead and unlock the rest of his spots. I think we have another room under construction, which we do, like his room. All right, so we'll swap back here. We'll get Skriath's furniture open, which just a couple diamonds there. Same with this one. I want to really get him geared out, get his room all taken care of, equip him with what we can to increase his damage. There we go. Look at that. A lot of health, a lot of defense, dodge up significantly, haste, crit amplification 11. And I'm also thinking at this point, I don't think we've pulled any pieces for him specifically. Yeah, we actually do. Sophia has a piece for him, so we can actually grab that piece off of Sophia. All right, so let's see. So it was a medium piece. Sophia, there is that one. We'll remove that one, and then looks like Verk. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll drop that piece onto Skriath. All right, so that is his first piece that we have for him. So at the beginning of battle, enemies positioned at the top and the bottom position of the enemy formation backline are pulled closer together. The center backline enemy hero by Desert Vortex. Very, very powerful ability, especially if you're stacking enemies for a hero like Gwen. Couple other heroes stacked up perfect enemies is what we like to see. We should be able to put a little bit more onto Sophia, which I believe for her, we already have her 5 set. We already have her 5 set, which is very, very nice. I would love to see her 9 set, which will come sooner than later, just because we are focused so strongly on the Maulers. So she is 5 of 9 right now. Skriath, we don't have that many. I know Verk, Nemitsu, we do have 3 and 3. Anoki, Skriath. So I'm thinking right now we're just going to sit on our red card, but I can get a little more out of here for our casters. So we'll go to the mage. So the red card I'm going to save. If I had another piece for Skriath, or if we pick up another piece, I can use that red card to go ahead and complete his 3 set bonus, which would be nice. Little more defense there, a little more haste, which will complete out the Maulers. So we have 16 red pieces already on this account. So we, again, are in 27-24. All of our heroes are completely ready to go. Let's see about strengthening gear here. I believe we can change a couple factions. We can strengthen a couple pieces of gear, which would be nice. I want to save the Wilder gear just for the simple fact that we do run, we have 3 tier 2 stones. So we've been collecting a ton of these. I do want to set for essentially Saurus. That's why I want to keep this set. This one we can go ahead and reset. So we have no heroes that can use the gear. I know it's going to be a while, which Graveborn, we will stay with the faction gear that we have, but I will strengthen them. That way we have a lot more hit points. So increasing Skriath's survivability by a ton. Same here, we're saving the Celestial gear essentially for the twins, because we do have the twins. We do have a tier 2 stone, so I will actually go to the hat. Get a little bit more attack out of there, a lot more defense. And I'm not sure if we have any other stones. I think that is the last stone we have. So no one left to strengthen. Signature items, just have all of the off factions that we've been focusing. So we are ready. 27-24 is where we left the team. So we got Nemitsu, not only his 3 set furniture bonus, which is going to be very, very cool to see. We got a signature item up to plus 30 as well, which gives us 4 plus 30 signature items already for the Mauler account. So we can almost run a completely maxed out, ascended, plus 30 signature item. And Verk has furniture, Sophia has furniture, Nemitsu has furniture, Skriath is going to have furniture soon. So very, very cool to see. So let's go ahead and get into the campaign. So here we are at 27-24. They are actually the very last team that is further back in the campaign than everyone else. But as you can see with Verk, with the rework, does a lot of damage there with his ultimate ability. Still have Sophia. Nemitsu, absolutely powerful with the totems. Looking at the damage here, 12 million, 9.72 from Sophia. So Verk still doing a lot of damage. Brings us to 27-28. This one we had to actually switch up with the Noki in there. That way he can do his shields, protect the back line. And again, Nemitsu, if you look, him being a primary focus, totems are up. So looking here, 12 million there from Sophia. But watch this next battle. The totems are up when he is up. So when Nemitsu's actually up, the totems stay alive, which is the plus 30 signature item, exactly what we're looking for. We have totems in the middle. We have healing totems in the back. We have offensive totems that are on the enemy side. And as you can see there, every single totem still stayed up, which is absolutely phenomenal. 20 million damage there from Sophia. A lot of support Nemitsu is providing, because now the totems are not dying, which is the big, big case as he is support. But having those plus 30 totems really makes a difference. Even there, the totem just got hit. Nemitsu healed the totem up, which was very, very cool. 13 million, 12 million there. But to keep the totems alive, because they do have the extra hit points as well, 27-40 as we're cruising right through the campaign. Again, having the totems up right in the middle makes Sylvana coming over to Nemitsu absolutely kind of pointless. She doesn't even have enough damage to kill him while he's standing in the healing totem, making it an easy, easy stage. So we are now 2/3 the way through this chapter. 23 million there from Sophia again, bringing us to 27-44. Next boss stage here. We're going to stick with the same formation. This formation is working. There's the stun on Thane. And look at that. Verk just absolutely destroying it with his ultimate ability there. Decimating the battlefield. Doing a total of 21 million damage. So literally killing all the enemies by himself. Bring us to 27-48. We're going to swap Skriath in the bottom. Just to change it up a little bit. Depending on the target, if Inoki is going against a really difficult target, Inoki is similar to, I've said it before, similar to Almas, similar to Grez, similar to Estrilda. A lot of tanks that very similar. They dies really, really easy. Unfortunately, even with the shielding, you can see right there, just absolutely fell over, which this is our first defeat on 27-50. Again, here with Inoki in the top, he's got his shield up. Takes way too much damage, got absolutely destroyed there. So this Mauler team with a little bit of CC from Falks. As you can see, the Confine ability right there. And Verk is getting destroyed. Skriath is getting destroyed. All right, so let's pop in Skriath. Let's see how he can do. He is fully ascended, trying to build him up. And again, the front line cannot hold. If the tanks can't hold the front line, the damage in the back just gets absolutely destroyed. Which again, same case there. So Skriath, even with the shields, Estrilda is just absolutely running this over just like a freight train, doing a ton of damage. Might have to swap out maybe Nemitsu. We'll give it a couple more tries here, but again, just getting absolutely destroyed. All right, so that'll do it for the Maulers, 27-50. So we pushed through a ton of this campaign from 27-24 to 27-50. Very, very stoked to have Skriath built, which is crazy because I built him on 3 accounts over the course of 1 single day, which is crazy. On here, he is completely built. Love the utilization. Need his furniture. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Mauler team. And as always, thank you for watching.